Hi there, this is MC Oda, and welcome back to the game Foundation and our little town of Emerald Pointe. Today, I want to go ahead and finish this wheat farm that I tried to start last episode and just kept getting sidetracked and distracted. So let's go ahead and work on getting that finished. And also today, we'll just kind of look and see what other things we need to do to help out different industries in our town here, like maybe expand the stone polishing operation here, maybe fix up the iron production over here, just a few things. I don't want to go crazy because as we expand our town, we of course need more houses and all the new people that come in use more resources and everything else. So again, I'm trying to keep this as an intelligent measured approach to growth. I don't want to just grow out of control. So with that said, let's go ahead and start time and wake up the town and get things moving. So first of all, thanks for pointing out this isn't supposed to be a warehouse. This is supposed to be a granary. Warehouses don't store food products like wheat and flour and bread. So luckily I hadn't committed to that yet, so we can just remove that from the from the mix there. Let's see. So instead we'll plan to build a granary here. Which would be this right here. Now again, I'm thinking I want to leave this area up here for houses, so I think I'm just gonna keep this on this little row here. We'll have this little Baker Street. There you go. This is Baker Street. Let's see. Bread Avenue. Let's see. We'll just kind of give them a little bit of space to breathe. We don't need them right on top of each other. Yeah, so that'll probably be a good spot. Again, we're not going to quite commit to that yet until we're ready for it to be built. So this should hopefully be, we are waiting for a builder. Okay, that's the other thing someone pointed out. We probably need to start looking at getting more builders. So the builders have been, even though we're not building a lot at one time, everything we build is going much, much slower because we have less builders. So I think I would like to get some more builders on board. Let's go ahead and welcome this person into our town, and that will be our first new builder. Plus, the builders have to now walk like here to get wood, here to get stone. Oftentimes, they're having to walk over here to get tools, although there are some tools over here now. And plus, builders are trying to do stuff like take out these resources and things. So I think, yeah, getting some new builders will be a perfectly good idea. So let's go ahead and build them. Whoops. There we go. Let's build them a builder shop. Build a builder. I'm just going to put it right here next to the other one. So they're still kind of central. So wherever they have to go to get stuff, they're still kind of central to where all the resources are and where all the building is going on. So that's a very cheap building to build. It comes down immediately, and we will assign our one new person. Whoa, hold on a second. Whoa. Dismiss. I only want one extra builder for now. You know what? Let's do it. Let's get two builders. If we needed to build a new house for people anyway, let's just go ahead and commit. Okay, so we're gonna have two extra builders, and we should still have a few unemployed people to start putting in the farm once it's ready. But we probably, let's see. I'm thinking, yeah, I think we had 72 people and we had 12 houses, so we are going to have to build a new house. So that last guy we brought in is now homeless. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's paint in some new residential. Let's move this over to square. Whoop! I always hit the wrong key when I do that. There we go. Let's kind of move things around a bit. Oh, let me turn on my fortification. Okay, so this lot is still well within the fortification zone, so that's good. So we'll just kind of squeeze it in here. Snug as a bug in a rug, as they say. We'll just get that right in there. Boop. And then we'll scooch that down about 2 slices over the edge. And that should be, there we go. House is being built. All right, awesome. And we can trim a little bit off the side of that later once the lot has been established. Perfect. Let's turn that off. Okay, so that house is being built. This farm is now built. So let's go ahead and see how many people we still have unemployed. Okay, we still had 3. So we got 3 farmers in this farm. Now, the farm is one of those things that we could actually expand on if we wanted to. So we can do things like, let's see, store extra resources, add more workers. Right, so we could add more workers and make the farm larger. And let's see, store resources. And then these add decorative things that add splendor. I like the little scarecrow. Vigilant scarecrow. That's awesome. So unlike the sheep farm, right? So the sheep farm, there were no upgrades. So if we wanted more... I almost said sheeping. If we wanted more wool production, we would just have to make another whole sheep farm. Whereas in this case, we can just add these like tooling shacks to the farm and then expand the farmland, you know, with the extra workers. So that is an option that we have in the future. Okay, so before we forget, let's get our patrolling set up for this house over here. And let's see. And boop, so there we go. So once it's done being built, hopefully it will be ready to be upgraded automatically to the 6-person house. And hopefully everyone seems to be pretty good. These ones on the end seem to get down a little bit, but it looks like none of them have tried to downgrade yet. We're going to have to keep our eye on that, because as we add houses, we're adding load to these patrollers. That means they can only they hit these edge houses less frequently. So I think next time we need to add somebody, we'll probably put like a single tower maybe over on this side. It'll provide some extra fortification and maybe get a patroller that hits these houses more often. But we'll worry about that when we need to. Okay, the farm. So this area is still being cleared of trees. We still have all of this stuff that the builders are removing. Right? Yeah. So I'm going to need to paint the farm in some of that land. But maybe I can start the farm up here and see if we can get it big enough for these 3. And then maybe some of this can be expansion for if we need to add more people to the farm. Yeah, let's try that. What's going on over here? Whoa. They have so much cloth that they can't... What's going on over here? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. The cloth is really just building up here. Interesting. I wasn't expecting that to happen. You know, we did add this weaver. Wow. Yeah, so the cloth production's really just booming. It's the tailors are not able to keep up now. But obviously they're able to keep up with the demand of selling it because there is still some clothing in our waiting in the wings here. All right. As these people come in, let's go ahead and welcome them in. Let them get situated in their home because we're going to need them eventually for these buildings. Okay. Okay, let's draw our field. Let's start drawing our field. Okay, there we go. Paint the crop field. All right, we're just going to start painting. We can bring it all the way up to here. Now, well, hold on a second. Let me Let me pause time. I don't want them to start planting until we're ready. Now, I do want them to... They're forming a road here, and I probably don't really want the road to go through their crops, although it doesn't really matter. It really probably doesn't matter. But just for the sake of it, we'll do that. At least give them a little bit of space here. Yeah, and then we'll start the crop here on this side. And I'm keeping it away from that wall a little bit. There we go. We'll kind of do something like that. It's like a whale with a really big tail. I was thinking about, like, we could get really, really nitty-gritty with this. And even get it, like, up in here a bit. But I feel like that's just nitpicking. And maybe not worth the effort. I think that'll be good. Let's just kind of do this where we kind of like square this off a little bit better. In fact, let's go ahead and make some of these edges a little bit more square. Whoa, what just happened? The field is too small. It's like, okay, hold on a second. It's like the color changed. Did you see that? It's like the little edges went away or something. That was weird. Okay. I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, what's happening? Whoops. Okay, something weird was happening there. I'm not really sure what's going on with that. Okay. Right, like it doesn't have this little border on it. Okay. Alright, let's switch back to this thing, get our brush a little bit bigger. Now let's go ahead and square this off a bit. It is adequately sized at this point. So now this is the one where we want to take it past adequate to where it's too big and then cut back. There we go. So now it's too large. So we can maybe square off some of that. There we go. Adequately sized. All right, there we go. That's the size of our... I honestly figured this field would be bigger than that. So let's take a look at our borders. See, look, it's got like this weird... Something happened to that border where it stopped being outlined, and I'm not sure why. Huh. Strange. You know what? Let me try this. I don't like the fact that it got all funky. Let's just erase it. Oh, now it's fixed itself. Okay. Alright, hold on. Let me just start over. Okay. Let's just do this. We're going to make them very, very square. Okay. Okay, that's adequately sized. Okay. So now let's bring another strip out this way. Just Still adequately sized. Okay. Okay. And a little bit more. Okay, still saying adequately sized. We haven't made it too big yet. There it goes. Now it's too large. Okay, perfect. And perfect. That's just okay, right there. Okay, you know what? It's a little bit too big. That's fine. We'll just to make it square. Okay. Okay, I'm done being stupid about the crop. Let's just turn time back on, and what's she carrying? A shovel. Oh, you're a builder. You're still taking out resources, aren't you? Yeah, okay. And there's another builder. That's a big, massive shovel they use to cut down those trees. Oh, she's digging up bushes. Look at that. Oh, and then she switched to an axe. Okay, he came in with the shovel to get the bushes. To get the berry bushes up. Then he'll probably switch to an axe as well and start hitting the trees. There he goes. Okay. Alright. Pretty cool. Excellent. All right. And then hopefully, if we need to expand this farm with 2 or even 4 more workers, we should have plenty of space over here to do that. Okay, so that is going. Let's see. Let's go ahead and up the priority on the home here so that these people have a house. And while we're waiting for that house to get built, but before we start the windmill, because we don't really need the windmill until these guys are actually harvesting. Let's look at growing our church. So now we're up to 86 people. We're going to have, once this house is done being built, we're going to have, what, 80, 70, hold on a second. I'm sorry, I said 86 people. We have 75 people. We had 72. We can get up to 78 with this number of houses. So we need to probably grow our church to fit that. All right, so let's edit the church. And we're going to add +6. And let's go ahead and just assume, you know what, that's just good enough for now. We'll grow it enough to hold this entire house. So now this house should hopefully start upgrading any moment now because the patrol coverage is almost 100%. Next time a patroller comes by, it should get upgraded. All right, will that hit? There we go, boom, and he started upgrading. Look at that, it's so predictable. I love it. Oh, I love the fact that I figured out all of that. That's awesome. Okay, how's everything else going over here? So these woodcutters are really just pounding away at this, and we may need to consider getting a second forester over here. Just to make sure they can keep up with demand. But as you can see, they're still kind of chopping into here, but then there's now growth over here that's probably big enough to cut down. I like how they're still planting trees in the bridge. That's fun. They're definitely working more efficiently over here. This warehouse. Okay, so this guy probably is actually getting some of that wood and bringing it over here. All right, fair enough. And the planks over here They're still doing pretty good. Okay. We'll keep our eye on this and see if we need a second forester. Let's see. Church is being built. House is being upgraded. You know what? Let's go ahead with the forester. I think we're going to need one because I would like to see this entire island more full of trees. Because if you look at our designated zones here, this whole thing should be being chopped down, and this whole thing should be reforested as well. So maybe, let's see. Let's turn that off. Do I want another forester? Again, every time we grow, we're having to feed more people, house more people, service more people. Let's see. What's our food looking like? Our food's looking really, really good, actually. Our money is okay. All right. Okay. We can still fit 3 more people in this house. How many people are unemployed? Three people are unemployed. We're going to need at least one here, at least one here, and at least one here. At least. I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and do a second forester and get that started now. Okay. But we have so much wood, though. We really have a lot of wood. And eventually these guys will just fill up with wood. See, they're going to take a while, though, because now this warehouse can fit all the wood as well. Okay, I'm going to do it. Okay. I just worry about growing out of control like I did in the last game. I really don't want to do that. But, whatever. It's just a game. Let's see. Resource production. We should have forester. Here we go. So we'll put it over here again just because, you know, we got distance to our houses here. Well, he's probably going to be living in this house. So I guess if the forester house is here, that's probably pretty close. So I'm just going to turn the camera so I can see what's going on. Sorry about all the twisting and turning there. So let's go ahead and stick your forester house here. Let's get you as close to the coast as they'll let you. There we go. Let's build that there. Alright, really taxing our builders right now. And let's go ahead and start filling up this house. That should fill up this house. And get us the necessary people that we're going to need. Okay. Oh, you know what? As far as like where people live, how much you want to bet some of the unemployed people still live over here? Yeah. Oh boy. Like we're gonna want this woodcutter, this to be one of these people, and we're gonna have to make sure that these unemployed people get over here, like in the farm or something. Well, or in this windmill. Okay, I'm gonna have to be choosy about who I actually hired. Okay, I'm gonna have to remember that. Remind me. Okay. Let's see what's going on. What do you guys got? Waiting for builders. 0 planks have arrived. Okay. What do you got? Waiting for builders. Your church is not upgrading. What's everyone doing? Is everybody chopping trees? I'll tell you what. Let's undo this resource removal for now. Because we have enough land for our farm at the moment. And you builders need to be doing other things. We're going to... the church will be fine eventually. It can still service people, even though it can't service the max. Let's set priority on the forester camp. These people are already living there, so it's okay that their house is still under construction. We got a trader coming in, spending some money. Buying some lumber, buying some, what you call it, planks. What else is he going to buy? Is he going to buy some stone? Do we have some stone for him to buy? I don't know what this particular one buys. What you gonna buy? He bought polished stone for 63. That's pretty awesome. Again, that still just cuts down our polished stone stock. Okay. He might stop here and buy something as well. He bought meat at the granary. Excellent. Okay. Is he gonna buy anything from these guys here? Okay, maybe he's not one that buys from like clothing and stuff. All right, thanks, buddy. Boy, we went up to 741 gold off of his trip here. Dang, that was really nice. Yeah, wow, that was really good. He bought, oh wow, those are hard to read. 20. Oh, another one's here. 28 gold, 63 gold, and 83 gold. This guy just spent 28 gold on fish. The next one, that's pretty awesome. Look at that. Our money's just flowing. Okay, we're still waiting for builders. Why are we waiting for builders? We have 5 of them. Okay, what are you doing? You're working. Where are you? What you working on? You don't look like you're working. Fetching stone. Okay. You're heading to work. You're attending service. Okay, fair enough. What about you guys? He's removing resources. Okay, he hasn't gotten the message yet that we're done with resource removal. And he is fetching stone. Okay, so these guys are building something. Oh, this guy just bought our clothing. Here we go. 22 bucks. 22 whatever our monies are. This just needs wood. Where are you sending the stone? Why are you all fetching stone? They're still building this wall. Oh my gosh. I forgot about that. They've been building this wall this whole time. Hey, look, they've already looks like they've already sown some wheat seeds over here. That's pretty nice. Dude, can't you see there's like plants there? Dude, don't walk right on the seeds. I don't care. I don't care. Just do my job. Do my job. Yeah, he hasn't gotten the message yet that we stopped the resource removal. I'm not sure why. Eventually this will heal up, by the way, and they will eventually start planting here, so don't worry too much about that. Is that an actual farmer? That's an actual farmer coming back home. Okay, we're coming back to work. Okie dokie. Alright. Yeah, do we have anyone building this thing? This is highest priority, guys. Highest priority. Click this wall. Oh, man. Like, everyone's working on this wall. Look at all these people working on this wall. So much so that they've made a road. I forgot about the stone wall. Okay, fair enough. Alright, we've got something going on over here. Full of boars. His boars are full! Holy cow! I mean, I guess it's good. It pauses them from hunting for a little bit. It might let some of the pigs get reestablished or something. Sure, why not? What's their zone looking like, by the way? I haven't really checked on them in a while. Hunting. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. What's this? I don't know what that was all about. They're doing fine. They are doing fine. Has anyone started this yet? Okay. Kankor. Kankor is bringing some logs. Is that him? Yep. He's going to start building that. Hopefully that won't take him very long. I hope he builds it all before he leaves. Oh, that's him right here. So now I might have to do a thing where I don't overlap their planting areas. I'll have to maybe like have one of them do one half of the island and the other one do the other half of the island. So I'll have to do that once I'm deciding on their zones. I don't want to bring any new people in town yet. We're still waiting for stuff like our church to be built. This house is done, though. That's good. And this wall should hopefully be done soon, so that'll free up some builders. Look at how he's going all the way down around here to bring the stone. Boy, oh boy, like he's not coming around this way to bring the stone to right here. Well, hopefully this will be like their last load of stone. That should go to 41, right? I'm assuming. Yeah, there you go. All right, great. Hopefully he's going to build this last little segment, and then this wall will be completed. Boom. Wall's done. Nice. All right. So they're in the growing season now. So the thing with the wheat field is it goes through seasons, right? There's a planting season, a growing season, or, you know, whatever times. I'm just calling them seasons. A planting time, a growing time, and then a harvesting time, and that's where they actually collect the wheat. And then like a resting time. The field has to rest before they'll start planting it again. So I think what I'm going to do, they can store 50 wheat. Do I get the granary first to start storing their wheat? I'm going to do the granary first. Let's go ahead and get that built. Okay. I have made a decision. This one, builder is assigned. Okay, someone should hopefully be coming over to finish this off, and we can get another forester assigned. I do so love looking at these buildings. Nice and close up. I love the art in this game. I just absolutely love the art in this game. Alright. Who's the builder? Is this the builder? You gonna finish off this thing? I hear that hammer going. That is you. Thank you, sir. Let's go ahead and add a forester. Okay. Now, let's look at our reforestation zones. So now this person, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this island and I'm going to chop it in half. Does that look like half? That looks like half to me. Okay, and then I'm going to select this building, and then I'm going to paint their zone. There we go. Great. So hopefully now they'll hopefully be able to keep up with the production of 2 entire woodcutter lumber camps. Whoa, this stuff's already like grown. They're going to be harvesting it soon. Yeah, hopefully this will get built. Let's go ahead and up the priority on that. We can get 1 transporter in there to start bringing the wheat over. The church is done. He is back. He is now servicing 78 people. Our happiness is not 100%. Why? What is wrong with Alfonso? Okay, everyone's complaining about not getting service because the church was being upgraded. Let's make sure that's what everyone who's complaining is complaining about. Okay. They'll find the next time they try to go to church, they'll see that it is open to max capacity, and those unhappinesses marks should go away. All right, fantastic. I really want to get this the whole wheat production line established today, but I also want to. I want more polished stone production. I really want more polished stone production. That is earning us money, plus we're going to need that to build stuff. And this over here, this is up to 100 tools. What do our tools look like over here? 6? Yep, that's a 6. Wow, I could almost not even see that. Oh, my eyes are watery. There we go. Excuse me, sorry about that. So what I'm thinking over here is, I think, see, the bottleneck here is our iron ore production, right? We have this one iron ore camp, and they're working at max capacity, but like as soon as they, like, the stuff is, you know, like we could maybe put more coal in here. So but what I was thinking is we could set up an iron camp here. Oh my gosh, though, the one thing about that, though, is we're getting quite a distance then from, excuse me, from the homes. You know what I did when I assigned this forester? I forgot to see where the forester was living. Dang it, I picked the wrong one. I'm gonna dismiss you. No, that's the right house. Okay, she might... Huh. Alright, well, we'll see what's up with that. Okay, so now who lives over... Well, let's see. We're just going to get somebody. Where do you live? Over here as well. Okay. Fair enough. Okay, now we're going to say you're going to get wheat. You're going to get maybe 2 wheat, and we're going to get flour and bread. And the bread will be the thing that we're selling from that. See, they're already harvesting, which is awesome. We've got 9 in stock, and then now this granary person should start pulling it over to here. So now it's time to start our windmill. Let's get that building. Okay. How many unemployed people do we have? We still have 4 unemployed people. Okay. Good. 80%. So this person is still complaining about service. Okay. And the woodcutter... I'm sorry, the wood forester. Okay, my guess is she just needs to go, like, actually have rest time at her house. Oh, going to rest at house. Well, there you go. Hopefully once she does that, boom, there we go. She figured it out. She's done. Good deal. All right, excellent. I'm going to start with 1 person in the windmill. Oh, you know what? I need to build this well. Well, the well only needs to be once the bakery is there, so. The well is for the bakery. So that way, because part of the baker's job is going to be to fetch wheat. I'm sorry, to fetch flour. Hold on a second. So the granary workers will fetch wheat, but they'll only have to go to here to get it. The bakery will have to fetch flour and water, which means they'll only have to go here and here. Yeah, so that reduces the amount of time that they're walking around while they're trying to perform their jobs. Okay, we've got our wheat. Our wheat will definitely max out at 50. Oh, well, we've got this person transporting over already. Okay, that's good. All right, that's looking nice. I'm liking it. I'm wondering now about the iron thing, right? Because once we put someone, if we have iron mining way out here, that's a heck of a distance to get a house for them to live in. That's really going to start expanding our houses out further than I want them. Well, another way to look at it is we still have 107 tools. So it's not that big of a concern. That's one way to look at it. You know what I can do? You know what I can do? I can sell some of these tools. Like, not a lot of them. Not a lot of them. But what we can do is... Okay, we're set to buy until we reach 6. We can turn that off. Because tools, if we look at tools... If we look at people who will buy tools... Sell to them. They'll buy tools at 3 gold each. That's as good as the polished stones. So this one will buy them. Is this the only one that'll buy them? Yeah. Okay. Let's do that. Let's sell anything over 100. Yeah. Why not? Yeah, we'll sell tools over 100. Let's sell tools over 80. There we go. That'll help bring us some more income. I mean, we're not hurting for income, though. We're really not. Not right now. But if we're not using them, we might as well sell some of them. The windmill's open. Oh my gosh, look at how many people can work this. Oh my gosh, that productivity is so small. Okay, that's 34% with 2 people. Boo, 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 boo. Because we don't want to be completely maxed out with wheat. Because if these guys are harvesting and they got nowhere to put it, we do not want them wasting wheat. We could go ahead and upgrade, put one of these on there. Max 2 per building. Yeah, let's go ahead just to make sure, like, I think that our bread production our wheat production is going to way outpace our bread production. So let's make sure we can store plenty of it here. That won't cost us any more workers. Oh, look, their little windmill is going. They're producing flour. Nice, awesome. Well, if they're already producing flour, then we need to start this building as well, so we can make some bread. Making bread. Nice. Villagers unemployed too. And if we're making the bread, we also need to build a well. So those 2 unemployed villagers, does that count? Let's see, did these people... You're still unemployed. I was hoping you would get into the windmill. I was going to pay more attention to that, and I didn't. Well, I guess you're going to get the bakery, and I hope the bakery is going to be close enough. These people, we still have unemployed here. Forester, transporter, miller, builder. Okay, all right. I don't want to welcome anyone in yet because we don't have a house for them. And I want to finish, I want to get this, I'd like to bake our first loaf of bread before we end the episode. Considering I was going to do this last episode. And then I think once we have produced our first loaf of bread, I think I'll call it an episode. So we'll have to wait for this to get built. And then we're going to try to remember to... Now this person... See, I wish you could, like, say how many meters from here to here. Let's look at this person. This person, that house is 119. So if you look at from here to here, that's 119. So I'm just going to hold my hand up to the screen and go, oh, if I stretch, that's longer than my thumb to my pinky. Okay. So now, keeping the camera the same distance, if I were to go stretch, my thumb, you know what? This person might actually be able to work in an iron miner or mining camp over here. That might actually work. I think that distance might work. Because we have we have this little thing right here. Let's do it. Let's do it. I don't know why I'm doing this. Okay. Let's do iron mining camp right here. Right here. And we'll make sure that we don't give her a job until that iron mining camp opens. Am I going to have a baker? I guess you're going to be our baker then. Forester, transporter, miller. Okay, you're going to be our baker. Theta's going to be our baker. And, Hanas? Hanas is going to be an iron ore miner. Let's make sure that this is the priority. How's our little wood island looking here? They haven't stripped it bare yet, so far, our foresters are still keeping up. Okay. Our production up here is still looking good. Our meat and stuff still looks about where it was when we started. Everything's looking good. We still have a bit of a backlog of stone for when the merchants show up. I think we're doing really, really well. I think we're doing very well, actually. We now have 11 flour already built up. We got our wheat starting. I just want to make sure that there's plenty of room for wheat here. So I'm going to get 2 more with wheat, and then I have 2 more slots open for flour and bread if I need it. And we could always put a second, because if you edit this, you can actually put, it says max 1 per building, 1 of 1. Oh, I thought when we, oh no, this right here, max 2 per building, 1 or 2. So we can put a whole another granary depot on this and get 400 more things in it. So we have plenty of storage with that. Look, our well's being built too. Nice. All right, here we go. And we got a dark cloud coming over. Right when I tried to look at it. Someone's already bringing stuff way the heck out here. That's going to take a while to build, but I'm okay with that. Oh, that's a neat little white rock formation there. Huh. That's not a resource, is it? I think that's just decoration. Eventually, once we settle on the size of our farm, we can make some kind of little barrier around that, kind of like we did the stone fence here. But maybe that could be something like a stone or even like a hedgerow or something. That might be kind of neat. Oh, I wanted to look and see how people were moving through these properties. Are people... Oh, okay. They're actually coming off... Okay. For some reason, I assumed that they would have been cutting down this way. All right, good. No one's really using anyone's property as a thoroughfare. That's good. Because even these guys are kind of like... They're going in between the houses. That's awesome. Yeah, see, I told you that these paths over here would heal up once they started planting over top of it. How are we looking here? Okay, we're almost done with this. All right, let's watch it finish. And he just threw a sack of wheat over there, a sack of flour. I like that when the flour's ready, he just throws it on the front porch. Oh, shit, no, she actually went in there to get it. I like that they're not using the actual door. She just went through the wall. Well, as soon as we said, let's watch it get finished, they went away and left it with a sliver remaining. Same with the well. Okay. Thanks, guys. Oh, that's neat. Watching them. Oh, look at them sowing their seeds. I've never actually watched them plant before. That was pretty cool. Oh. Nice. Well, for this being, quote, too large, they sure did fill it up. See, because we're right on the edge of it being too large. That's why you do that with this one, because you do end up getting more wheat out of it. So is this one okay? So that has 0. So how much wheat did we get out of that one harvest? Well, it's hard to say because it's already being ground into flour. All right. Well, this thing has like 9 wheat in it. All right. Well, they're gonna go through it pretty. Oh, there we go. The bakery's done. Okay. So now the bakery, we wanted to make sure that Theta got put in the bakery. So if you go here, I think what you can do is, there we go, we can say Theta. Okay, our bakery is going to be working at 13% capacity. We're gonna have like 1 loaf of bread per like, ooh, look, already ran in there. Is that her? Okay, there she is. I think she's fetching some flour. Okay, let's watch. Okay, now she'll probably come out and fetch some water, I'm assuming. Yep, she's going to come out and fetch water. Oh my gosh, she brought her water back in a giant crate. Okay, now she's like working the dough. Okay. And she is producing resources. It's funny that she went to the well and got a crate of water from the well. She's kneading the dough. That's pretty cool. I like that. And I think we're gonna get like a little, I think when you make your first bread is when like you get a little announcement thing. A villager path is blocked. Who's blocked? Oh, okay, you guys are, that's because you guys keep planting trees in each other's way. Alright. Waiting for you to cook our first loaf of bread. Oh, is that it? Waiting for workers. Oh, 5 bread. We have 5 bread. Yes, look at that. There we go. We got our thing. Ooh, a delicious aroma drifts upon the warm wind this morning. It's your village's first bundle of bread, fresh out of the oven to the delight of every villager and their tingling taste buds. Happy bonus of 10%. Everyone loves the smell of fresh baked bread. Everyone who is way over here, I guess they're catching wafts of it coming from here and the nice breeze blowing it across town. Excellent. So let's go ahead and set up our bread to be sold. Because whoops, wrong button. That's our plan for the bread. Is to, what was that? Oh, the iron mining camp is built. Okay. So trade routes. I'm sorry, not trade routes. What am I looking for? Bread. Sell everything above 0. Anyone who wants to buy bread can buy bread. And And now the only unemployed person should be Hanas. Hanas the miner. And we're going to look at Hanas. And Hanas is only 101 meters from home. So that distance was way closer than I expected. I thought that was going to be too far for anyone. But apparently not. Awesome. Now, if I want a second person in there, we're going to have issues. Excellent. Look at that. We got our beautiful wheat farm. I think this is a great place to stop it. So, yeah, this looks good. We finally finished last episode's goal, which was to have bread production. So there you go. There's our entire bread production line right here. Ah, it's beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love these little fields out here. This is so cool. Yeah. Very nice. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I appreciate you coming by. And, yeah, I'll think about what our next steps are. Our next steps might be to look at just, again, bringing people on board to increase some of these other resources like our polished stone and stuff and making sure that all of that production is going really well. And then I'm going to have to think about what the next stages are because it might be time to start looking at, like, I don't know, like maybe something like looking at what's going on here, like opening a tavern. Opening a tavern, though, that's going to require a lot of things to support it. We're going to have to start producing berries and stuff and breweries. But, you know, maybe that's our next stage. Maybe that's our next stage. So, anyway, thanks, guys. Thanks for coming by. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.